where the problems are. And I think first is no question, this is the most severe shortage of talent that I've seen in my experience in doing this. Okay, so and there's certainly a lot of reasons for it. I think probably the most important reason is that businesses have rebounded from the downturn and the right sizing of organizations, and have been hiring. Because they were doing it without a lot of people. So now they're looking for talent. Okay, so that's number one. So we were in a mode for so long of stagnation, of not paying people what they're worth, working the talent that they had, and bonuses were smaller than usual. And now these things have all come back now, and which is a good thing. However, what happens is, the people that you have are, when I say fair game, they're interested in hearing about opportunities that will give them the opportunity to do something more than what they're doing now. There's no question compensation could be more, but the organizations can offer more, in all different ways. All right. Just the social consciousness of an organization, how important that is today to a lot of people who would consider making a change. The history of the company, the future of the organization. These are all things that candidates are looking, to do and to make a change. I mean, the number of people that are looking to make a change, even if it's passively, is really also at an all-time high. So companies need to do more in order to keep the talent that they have. So because this shortage, what happens is, and there are not enough good people to go around. Organizations, they'll post jobs all the time on the big job boards and do their own recruiting and all of that kind of thing. And they do get bombarded with resumes that are just not a very good fit. And it's an organization like ours. I'm not saying we're the only game in town, but certainly it's an organization like ours that has established this, really strong network nationwide, and who can help our clients. When I say fairly quickly, if you think about the time it takes to hire someone, and if all of a sudden that's taking more than 90 days, your chances of finding the right person diminishes. So, we're able to, look at a job description, understand an organization, and actually recruit for those kinds of candidates. So the people that we bring to the table, we know can all do the job. Then what we have to figure out is the cultural fit, and does it make sense for the person? Is the money right? Is the organization right? Is the organization right for the person? Is the person right for the organization? And those are the kinds of things that we have to fine-tune and benchmark and improve on. But we can do that, much faster than an organization's human resource department that has to work on a lot of different things. So, the use of a specialized recruiter in this kind of environment certainly makes more sense than ever. All right, and we're a firm believer that we shouldn't work on every opening that a company has. We should work on the ones that are the most difficult to fill, and that are not the question most important, but we'll say that the most critical at the moment. All right, so that's really what we're all about, is partnering with companies, understanding their culture, becoming an extension of their organization, and then helping them as quickly as possible find the right person for their organization. And I think that's it in a nutshell. Obviously, there's, very specific things, companies can do, to retain the talent that they have. But I think that's a whole separate subject, all right? That, we're on the other side of it. It's when they're not able to do that, that's where we come in.
And can you provide a brief background of yourself and your contact information, so if anyone wants to contact you?
Of course. So my name is Don Jacobson. All right. The company that I'm the president of is called Optimum, OPTIMUM, Supply Chain Recruiters. All right, and we have offices and relationships in the Northeast, in New Jersey, in the Dallas market, and the Chicago market. So we provide permanent placement, interim consultants, industrial staffing. We even have a group that does that. Where we work on a engagement basis, we work on a contingency basis, and the reason we have to offer all of those services is because we are discipline specific, which means we only do supply chain and logistics, but we will work at all levels. So we will place a distribution center manager, but we'll also place a chief logistics officer or a CEO of a third-party logistics company. So we have, different levels of service, and we have different recruiters handling the different types of positions.
And thank you, Don, for sharing today.
Yeah, does that help you? Is that enough for you,